Good morning. I woke up thinking about spiritual mothers this morning. Spiritual motherhood. So to get in the energy of it, I'm going to light this candle, which I'm being told is called Candelaria La Popa. And it represents the first female pope of Cartagena, Colombia. It was a gift from my wife, so I'm gonna light it today to get in the energy of Mother's Day. I put a feet in here. Feet. So I'm lighting that one for spiritual ambiance. I'm lighting this one for fragrance. And then I'll start sharing my thoughts with y'all. Good morning. Good morning. This morning I'm having, this is my morning tea right now in general, but I'm having peppermint and creamy vanilla tea by the Twinnings brand. How are y'all this morning? So I woke up with spiritual moms on my heart today. And so thank you. Green's my favorite color. Always has been since a child. Thank you. With it being Sunday, peace. Thank you. With it being Mother's Day, I'm just thinking about something that I don't think gets talked about enough, which is the wounds of a spiritual mom. The spiritual mother wound is what's on my heart. The spiritual mother wound. And it's possible that it's in my spirit because if you don't know my testimony, I was kicked out of church, called out of church a few years back. And so this whole process of deconstructing religion and church from my relationship with God has been really, really, really heavy work. But I'm on, I think, a good path, a good road. And so I'm thinking about my previous spiritual mom this morning. And I don't even like to use that language anymore. Just the whole church is your family, sister and brother, spiritual father, spiritual mother. I think it's played out and it's been beat to death. And so I want to invite you to go with me as we deconstruct before we self-destruct. I want to deconstruct so we won't self-destruct. I'm not going to say her name on here because I still, believe it or not, hold them, my previous pastors, in my soul, in my heart, in a certain posture. So I'm not going to release the name, but I woke up thinking about her role in all of this. I woke up thinking about how I wish she would have stepped in when it came down to my previous spiritual father making the decision that he made. I just think about the role of a physical mom, a decent physical mom, and I think about the role of a spiritual mom, and I'm thinking they should kind of coincide. So it's like, as a physical mom with children, if one of her kids saw that they need to live their life out differently than what they planned for them, thank you so much. Chakrash. I hope I'm not botching your name. I wish I could say it better. Would she allow her husband, their father, to abandon them if they felt called to a different role in life? Track crash. Okay. Thank you. Would a physical mom, some of them do, there's physical moms out there who aren't, they were birth moms, not mothers. But would she allow her physical kids to be abandoned? Would she allow her physical children to be shunned? I just think about a mom, like most good moms, like if there's danger and they know it's up ahead or they see something, they would just step in between the danger and the child because it's a natural response, a natural reaction for a mom. So my heart cracked open this morning thinking about, did she speak up for me? Did at any point, I don't know because I wasn't there for everything in every conversation, but the ones that I was in conversation with him, when I say him, I'm speaking of my former pastor, I'm speaking of my former spiritual father, just to make my point. Did she was never in a meeting with me and him. She was never there between the assistant pastor and myself. As a female, as a woman, I just think about how nice it would have been to possibly have her step in between. And not necessarily to say I agree or disagree, but to be the shield. To lower some of the impact of the harshness of the father. And I'm getting a little emotional even now. Healing mother wounds is a lifelong journey, I believe, y'all. It's lifelong. I think I'll be healing from this forever. Whether it be spiritual mothers or physical moms, natural moms. And I knew I shouldn't have got on here because I don't want to be crying with y'all. But And I haven't thought about this. I think I might have had it in a passing thought, but I haven't thought about this in full. Like, I never saw her step in between. Thank you. I never saw her pull me aside and say, I know you're different. I see you. I know you feel this way. This is where we are. I just want you to know I still love you. You know, if you choose to go this way, whatever. The love of a mother. Okay? I think looking back now, my soul would have loved to have that. Because a lot of times we make it about the pastor, the man, you know, if you go to that kind of church, we make it about them. But I think there's power in having a spiritual mom who can hold space and grace. And I think more spiritual moms, if this wave continues with those, because I believe the church is going to die, it should die, because it was corrupted. But if this role continues to be a thing, I think it would be beneficial for more spiritual moms to take what they know as a physical mom and apply it to the relationship as a spiritual mom. There's a nurturing that should still be there. There's a coddling that should be there a little bit. There's a cuddling a little bit. I think about my own house right now. You know, I'm a female. I'm in the same gender loving relationship, and we have a son. But in the house, he would probably tell you I'm more of a father figure to him. Not because I'm trying to be a man or because I'm present as masculine, as people say, but because we're raising a black male, I have a certain level of posture with him, a certain level of expectation. But his mom, his birth mother, I remember there's times where she would come in between me and him. Because a mother's heart it naturally wants to protect the baby. A mother's heart naturally wants to, thank you for the compliment. My smile is probably one of my biggest assets. Thank you. She will only let me be so hard on him before she steps in and becomes mom. She's his soft place to land. He literally knows the difference between I need to go to my mom for this and I need to go to Mel for this. And I'm okay with that because that's my role, is what I'm here for. Apparently that's why I'm in their lives, to be balanced, to balance it out, the masculine and the feminine. But I just think it would have been so powerful for my former spiritual mom to be present. I remember small moments with her. And the reason I'm saying this is because I don't see my relationship with them was like I was just a regular church member, y'all. No, I served these people personally. I was in their home. I was in their cars. I kept their children. I was there to see them, be born. Like, this was a different kind of relationship for me. And to this day, I don't think they understand that. I have not spoken to them about it since being asked to remove myself. But my heart is just tender this morning about that. And maybe because it's Sunday and people are going to church today, and maybe because it's Mother's Day and my soul knows that. My biological clock knows that. I just feel really strongly that my departure from the church could have been a completely different experience. The impact could have been a softer landing had my spiritual mother stepped in. I do not blame her. I do not blame them. I'm just acknowledging the relationship today, and I'm sharing with you something that maybe you could think about, something that maybe you can carry with you throughout your spiritual journey. You know, ultimately, I think this whole spiritual parents thing has been botched up, cut up, broken. And I think the spiritual moms out there could have a really big opportunity right now to activate a rebirth in the earth to help heal the mother wounds that are left by natural mothers. So, if I think about it, I have probably been walking through natural mother wounds in my real personal life and spiritual mother wounds. And I technically haven't had any resolution around them. So I resolve myself, for myself that I'll take this and apply it to my own life. And maybe it'll help me to lean in a little differently in my posture in my own family, my own house. I appreciate you all this morning. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I didn't realize that was down in there like that until this morning. So thank you for holding space for me. Space and grace. I don't think the mother room ever really heals. I think we grow. I think we adjust to life without moms. We adjust to life with moms at whatever capacity they're at, if we so choose. But if it were up to me, man, the qualifications to be able to birth a child would be drastically different. Extremely, extremely, extremely high. It's a very important role, and I think that people who have children aren't looking at it through the proper lens, because I think they will handle it a lot differently. So I kind of hope that the population goes down and slows down, and these moms can bring their attention to what's really right and true and good in the eyes of the children. I think people, if they became more conscious of the relationship and the weight of the relationship, they would slow down from having so many children. And instead of having more relationships with more children, they'll have deeper relationships with less children. So that's my thought. I think I'm done. Thank you for listening to my self-healing therapy session. To close it out, I want to say thank you, former First Lady, former pastor, former spiritual mom. If you ever see this video, I love you. I send you love. And I thank you for everything you taught me. And I thank you for all the energy you brought me. And you forever live in my conscious mind, heart, body, and soul. I love you to life. I release you, and I bless you. Love you. Happy Mother's Day.